Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique, can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. We just wrapped up Evolving Stars, and I didn't want it to just go on without me saying anything about it. We're gonna catch up with what's current next video, trust me. So while I'm still messing with the mechanics of Campfire, we do have other stuff going on in the game. We're still in the season of light, and when they say light, it seems like they're focused on dark type Pokemon, right? The absence of light is dark. It's Halloween season. Maybe we get some news on that event as well. So Evolving Stars is, or it was, October 5th to the 11th, so that has just passed. And we had Cosmog. So Cosmog, the research was split up into parts. It's like, why couldn't I evolve it? They wanted you to do it through the research. The interesting thing about Cosmog is once you evolve it to its next form, the evolution after could go either way depending on the time of day that you choose to evolve it. And at least that's according to the Game Boy games, right? The DS games, all of that. I'm not sure how they're going to do that in Pokemon Go, because after you do the evolution, there is no option to evolve that yet. So there's probably going to be a part 3, and that allows you to choose which type you want. And they look nothing like Cosmog. They're like not even in the same family. I think one looks like a bat. That's like the night version. And then one looks like some kind of lion, some kind of big cat as the day version. So Pokemon Sun and Moon, there you go. So those were on the DS, and I think that's why people were hyped for Cosmog, because you eventually get those Pokemon. And so far, you could only get one of each. So assuming you did everything you needed to do, you got the candy, you will be able to evolve Cosmog to Cosmoem. So again, not too familiar with those games, but I do have Sun and Moon. And maybe I have Ultra Sun and Moon. I either have Sun and Moon, Sun or Moon, or I have Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. One of those. I'll figure that out at some point. But hey, I'm ready for those to just all be ported to the Switch at this point. That said, they offered a bunch of Pokemon that were just random. I'm not sure what they had to do with anything other than the fact that they thought maybe people would be interested in those evolutions. We had Kakuna, Rhyhorn, Seaking, you had Pidgey, looks like it was Pidgeotto. So basically like their first evolution, because they wanted you to evolve all of them to their last evolution. So maybe that wasn't Seaking, but Seadra. You had Kadabra, Haunter, you had Scyther, you had Eevee, which it was okay to see Eevee again. As long as Eevee's not a daily staple, I'm okay with Eevee showing up when it shows up, because Eevee can be so many things, right? Swinub, Ralts, Duskull. You had Timpole, I think that's Timpole. You had Litwick, who, let's just be honest, Litwick Community Day is like right around the corner, so maybe you don't have a lot of Litwick candy. This was an opportunity here to get as much candy as you can in lieu of Litwick Community Day, which, as the kids say, should be lit. And then you had this last Pokemon, which I'm going to mess up its name. I keep wanting to call it Helios something, but I'm getting old, kids. I forgot what the name of that one is. But yeah, you're incentivized to evolve. You had Eevee, who showed up on the 27th and left October 8th. And now you've got Xerneas, who's here until October 20th. So for me, a few more days of that. I do not, as of this video, have the shiny, but hopefully that changes for Xerneas. I did get the Eevee shiny. And then that'll be followed up with, I want to say, whatever they have for Halloween, because notice it ends on the 20th, so the Halloween event should probably follow up with that. Then you've got Mega Lopunny and Manantric. So Manantric has been here now. I think I already had Lopunny Mega Evolved, so I probably overlooked any of those, but Manantric I did not have, and now I have. So all of that's out the way. And then they had a Mega Gyarados Day, like raid. So I did get the shiny of that as well. So, that was fun. You had, nice little neat things you could do. Hey, evolve this, evolve that. If you had some lucky eggs on, hey, a nice excuse to get rid of some trash that you didn't want anymore and get the XP from it and clear out your bag space. Or get really good ones and then have to go back and decide if you're going to keep that newer one and get rid of the older ones, right? So that's pretty much everything that they had going on there. Let's talk these spotlight hours. Most of them are already done, right? Or at least the first two. Purloin, you had on the 4th, you had Haunter on the 11th, Mischievous on the 18th, so that's coming up. I would not say no to another chance to get another shiny of that, but ×2 catch XP. I'm with that. I need more XP. And then lastly, on the 25th, you've got Shuppet ×2 evolution XP. So if you evolve some of those, which be honest, I'm poised to forget to evolve them, you'll get some XP that way. So that should be fun there. I've got to remember to use this graphic that I'm looking at for that purpose. But lastly, we talked Halloween. And it's like, well, Halloween is usually the best event that they've got in Pokemon Go during the year, in my opinion. At least the first one, if y'all remember that one, those of you playing from the beginning, that one was awesome. You earned more candy, and that was back when you had the original, Gen 1, and you couldn't find everything everywhere, so you had Machamp as your buddy, and you just kind of walked around like crazy or drove around like crazy. That was your one way to evolve those things because you weren't finding them frequently in the wild. So this one's being split into two parts. It's got Mega Banette, and what I did see was a Noibat that could be shiny. So we'll talk more about that in another video when it gets closer to the Halloween event. I know it's kind of close now, but I just wanted to share that graphic that I've got there. The Mega Banette looks pretty crazy. It looks like Yamask is coming back with it, so those of you who miss some of these, Halloween Pokemons, maybe you get another chance to get, I don't know, maybe Darkrai comes back in part 2. It's mythical, so I'm expecting that to show up. Obviously, Haunter, Ghastly, all of those will be out there, the usual crew. But a newer ghost type would be nice. I mean, we're going to see Litwick probably out here, and you'll have other chances to get the shiny if you somehow don't get any on this community day. So it should be a fun time. Part 2 could only be, I don't know, I take that, let me not say that. Part 2 could be not as good as part 1, but the anticipation, the expectation is that it will be. So we'll see. That's going to end it for me here. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, stay positive. I hope that you also got the shinies that you were looking for, because let me tell you, the Xerneas, it looks a little weird where in-game, during the raid, it's got the shiny antler form. But when you actually catch it and look in your Pokedex, it looks just like the regular one, minus the little stars that are there indicating that it's a shiny. So you might accidentally think, oh, I've got the shiny, not remembering that, hey, there's a shot of stars that appear right before you're trying to catch this thing. So one more tidbit and then I'll wrap it up. The rumors are, if you encounter these Galarian birds, if you aim the Pokeballs and throw them to the ground, the game rewards you for playing poorly. So after a couple balls that are just thrown poorly on the ground, maybe then and there your excellent Golden Raz will work and help you catch it. I have not tried it myself. I look forward to trying it. I just haven't been able to see them again, even though I'm using the daily incense. So I don't know if it's every 5 or every 10, however many. It just seems to be random, but I do not have any of those Galarian birds yet, but I will get one of those, even if I have to trade for them. So we shall see. Like, comment, subscribe, share, as always. Hope to see you guys again soon. Other yellow hat guy, is out.
Captain Sensation!